Exeter is a small city found in Devon, which is in the southwest part of England. Look at it, famed for its beautiful surroundings, cathedral, and now its newly built shopping centre. No mention of the word terrorism ever in the local news. On the 22nd of May, that all but changed when a terrorist decided to try to detonate a bomb in a restaurant inside the newly built shopping centre.
The terror attack here in Exeter.
This is the moment police raided a cafe in the centre of Plymouth. Use links to known extremists.
The scale of the planned attack was so much larger than first thought.
They also discussed bombing more public targets like Plymouth city centre. In the end, they decided to bomb a restaurant.
Terrorism was never thought of to be a problem, let alone heard of on the local news, apart from when I was speaking about the national news. On the 22nd of May, the media went into a frenzy, splashing fear into the people, telling them every second of every day a terrorist tried to blow himself up and was part of an extremist cell based in Plymouth. So I thought I'd go into Exeter and ask some people what is a terrorist and whether the media could influence the people's view and change their perception on how they see it.
Somebody who has got some kind of persuasion, rightly or wrongly. These days they're always associated with Afghanistan or Pakistan. That's what they're portrayed as. Of course, in the 80s it was Ireland and other parts of the world. But there's no defined definition really of a terrorist. I can't really see that. I mean, you can be a terrorist in many different ways. You're really trying just to follow some sort of ideal that you've either believe in or been forced to believe in.
I guess a terrorist is someone who is using violence on a civilian population to create terror for a political purpose, or I guess. I think the media is fundamental in the way that we understand what a terrorist is, just in the language that they use. Now, I can recall we used to refer to paramilitaries like the IRA as terrorists, and I've noticed in the media that doesn't happen so much anymore. We refer to them as paramilitaries. We don't talk about them as terrorists now. So the word terrorist has, in the last few years, become inextricably linked almost with people who are Islamic, essentially.
They most certainly do. The media control too much of what the general public's general perception is. If there's a need in this country for many things to be put right, one of them is to somehow curb the media, who can destroy lives as well as imprint on people's minds exactly what they want people to think and do and follow. No, not really. I mean, our troops, I mean, they do a fantastic job. I mean, wherever they go, they have to do a fantastic job. That's their job, whether they like it or not. That doesn't come into it, really, does it? In terms of how they look at it in that respect, they may think these people are terrorists. They may not think they're terrorists.
I think you've got to be quite careful with this, because it's not terrorism necessarily to do that, because of course you've got to think about what was the intention behind that. And I'm kind of relatively confident that a Western government such as ours or America, which are obviously the ones we're talking about in that kind of example, I'm relatively confident that if that happened, that would be a mistake. That's not an intent. They're not intending to drop a bomb on a civilian population. But yes, essentially, it is an act of terror to do that. But of course, we have a word for it, which is called collateral damage.